Ryan Lamarre. Ryan Lamarre.
Nights.
Good evening and welcome to another edition of Cocktails and Conversations. I am your host, Ryan Lamarre, and as always, we start every episode with an inhale, exhale, and cocktail to release the stresses of the day. So inhale, exhale, and cocktail. Tonight's featured cocktail is the Washington Apple. It's made with crown apple, grenadine, and cranberry juice. Okay, so for this episode, since you see I'm by myself, by my lonesome, we're gonna do what's called tea time. You ready for the tea? Say, Ryan, give me the tea. You ready for the tea? Give me the tea. Okay, so first on the list for tea, right? Did you know that Lee Daniels is about to release a gay superhero movie? Wait a minute, pause. Hold on, did you hear what I said? A gay superhero movie. Now, this is not just like, you know, an upstanding male who just happens to be gay. This is like a gaggle of effortless gayness, and it's like Puss in Boots. He has on like pink boots, a leotard. Like this is, first of all, let's just be clear. I am not a fan. Not a fan at all. And we all know my preferences. I'm just saying. I'm not here for this. I don't know where this gonna go. And the name of the superhero, you ready? You ain't ready. You ready? You ain't ready. He could be called Super Bitch. And to the next topic. So in other news, Chris Brown. Well, I mean, people were trying to say he was accused of this and that and the third, but he was just let go, like let off scot-free. I mean, and people are like all up in uproar, but if you can't prove it without a reasonable doubt, if the glove don't fit, you must have quit. Okay, all right, I'm just saying, you know. And keeping with the Me Too movement, can we just do a moment of silence for R. Kelly and his career, because like it is completely in the it's 6 feet under. It is dead. It is talking to the Lord. You know what I mean? Just and back to reality, because everybody keeps telling me, like, I haven't seen the documentary myself, but from conversing with the people who are closest to me and the people who are all around me, like all of his songs and stuff with these little girls. But you know what the baffling part to me is? There are actual parents on this documentary and coming out live, going to TV shows, doing interviews and stuff like it's just something to celebrate. And the parents know full well what their daughters are doing. They know full well what's going on behind these doors, because every woman who preceded them has the same stories or stories that are similar. And one guy, which struck me as odd, he's in the video. His daughter is currently with R. Kelly, and all he says is, I hope that my daughter's not going through half as much as these women went through. Like your daughter's something special, like, I mean, all these little, I don't know, I'm just, in the other news, a much lighter part of the Me Too movement. So y'all know about this thing with Nelly, right? Everybody was trying to say this girl said that he molested her, he raped her, whatever. Okay, let's get to the bottom of the story. So the story is, you want the tea? Give me the tea. You want the tea? Give me the tea. So the story is, the girl said, and I quote, that Nelly was masturbating in front of her and forced it into her mouth. And to the next topic. So let's just have a moment of silence for Rob Kardashian. I'm gonna pray for you, brother, because you just got let go. Like you got one up, you got duped. Like that whole family is about to go. Okay, so let's just get to the bottom of the story. So everybody knows there was a custody battle between Rob and Blac Chyna. He thinks she ain't a fit parent. She think he the parent, whatever. Okay, so he ain't got no money. Where his money coming from? So in the custody battle, she wanted $50,000 a month. Where his money at though? So they were in negotiations, right? So they came to an agreement for $10,000 a month. A month though for a baby. And she then went to the police station and filed a protective order saying that he was aggressive and abusive and blah, blah, blah to tarnish his image, which who knows what he has. He has a stock business. He has the stock business barely making money. But like, then they settled for her to get $20,000 a month just for her to take back the protection order. Like, I mean, all I'm going to say to that is you can't hate the player. You only got to hate the game because you just got played. And in the best way. And I'll drink to that. So, that's enough of the tea time. Enough of the tea. Oh, decompress. Do we need to inhale, exhale again? Because we can do it. So, the topic that I chose for tonight is, would you date you? I mean, would you date you with all of your quirks and your qualms and the things that you do and don't do and don't like, accept, don't accept, non-negotiables, all of that? Would you date you? I mean, with the clear eye open. What I mean is, if you didn't see the last episode last week, let me just catch you up. So we were conversing on all things dating, wrongs, rights, blah, 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 what to do, what not to do, dating conversations and da, da, da. And my summation from that, all of that, like the whole conglomerate with the men and women, topsy-turvies and all of that, is that you got to find out what makes you special and hone into that, which to me all boils down to self-love, because in the sea of monotony, you can still be found. You just have to be confident in self. You have to be asserted. You know what I mean? You can't sit in a house and expect to find somebody, because what he gonna do, break in on you? I mean, I'm just saying you have to put yourself in position, but you also have to deal with things like you're supposed to. Like, you can't say, oh, my childhood was this, so forever I'm going to be this way. No one stays the same throughout the duration of their life. Like, nobody does that. If you do, you're not growing. So you have nothing to aspire to, and you won't be here very long. Or at least that's how I was raised. And I'll drink to that. But with respect to these guys and these girls, people do, and this is gonna sound cliche, people do what you allow them to. Like, they were saying, oh, well, one girl, I was bidding this dude or whatever. After we get done, he don't communicate until we bed again. To me, that's indicative of him wanting one thing, you giving it to him, and you expecting something different. The textbook definition of insanity is doing the same thing and expecting a different outcome. And I'll drink to that one too. So then, let's just say a woman has been with a man and he's hurt her, right? So now, every other guy that comes up after him is going to be compared to him. You know why? Because hurt people. Another cliche, ring a zing zing, tag it in. Hurt people. If you don't know what that means, look it up. But what I mean is, if you're holding someone else accountable for something they have never done, you haven't healed from what happened before. So how can you expect to get quality if you ain't quality? That's what I mean. Would you date you? I mean, because open your eyes in the mirror for real. You know, take down the makeup, take off the lashes, rub off the lip gloss, you know, take off that man weave and that extra blended hairline that you got sprayed on this morning, and look at yourself in the mirror for real. Like, who are you? And would you date you? Because, I mean, there's some things, let's just be clear. This is all transparency. There are some things about me that I wouldn't like if I were dating me. I mean, I'm just saying. I got a lot of mouth. And me, myself, personally, I don't like a lot of mouth. Go figure. So would you date you? I mean, I don't know. I would have to, you know, do an interview process with me to date me. But you just kind of have to keep yourself accountable. But to not make this story drag on, because it's just me. I got a live video to do. If you don't know already, go to the Ryan Lamarre Designs Instagram page, follow, and tune into the live video. If you have comments or concerns or questions, or you need some advice or some help, or you want to cry, whatever, you can tune in. You can request to go live, and I'll talk to you. We'll hash it out. You just have to look yourself in the mirror and know yourself and your self-worth before you try to get in any relationship out here. And don't go into things with unreal expectations, as we do a lot of times. See, oftentimes we tell ourselves stories about the things that we encounter, things that happen to us, things we see, things we don't see, whatever. We tell ourselves these stories to make us comfortable or accept what has happened. But nowhere in the rubric does it say the story you tell yourself is what it actually is. So heal yourself. Date yourself. Make yourself happy. Don't look for somebody else to make you happy. Dating is what you make it. But if you have not subscribed to the YouTube channel, please do. If you have not subscribed or followed the Ryan Lamarre Designs channel, please do. And that wraps up the show for this evening. Again, go to the Ryan Lamarre Designs on Instagram and make sure you follow and tune into the live stream tonight. But until the next time I see you, take care of each other and take a little time to enjoy yourself. Bye.